That your little dog?
Say hi.
Hi, my name is Molly Keene. I'm a freshman this year at Emmanuel College. I came from Reading, Massachusetts in the Reading Public School District, and I would really like to thank my 9th grade English teacher, Mr. Brokener. You've had a lasting impact on my life, so thank you very much. Everyone who's been through the education system has had a teacher who's been amazing and positive and all of those amazing things. But on the other side, the flip side, they've also had a teacher who has either been like negative or not supportive or just didn't really click. So I think for me, a teacher that really sticks out in my mind was my 8th grade science teacher. He didn't really try and have relationships with the students, or like academic relationships with the students. He more so was just, here's the material. We would just sit in class. He wouldn't make small talk with us. He wouldn't ask us about our weekends, and I think, or anything of that matter or that nature. So I think that going from that environment, from like all my other classes, I would go to that class and I'd be less excited to go, I'd be less excited to learn because of the way he presented things. And I think it's so important to just like show enthusiasm and show that you want to have an exciting classroom environment. So I think that's been something that I've always kind of kept in my mind. And then I've had so many other amazing educators and teachers who've come through my life, and I think they've all shown caring and like compassion, and I think those are the relationships in the classroom that really are just so important and that we need to have more of. I've been in many progressive classrooms. I think definitely one that sticks out into my mind was my history class, one of my history classes in high school. Basically my teacher, it was paperless, so we had iPads that we'd come in, check out an iPad. We strictly really did group work, so it was really cool because every day we would work with new people in our classroom and we'd talk about the historical content, but in a really cool manner. So like we'd watch a video online, then we'd discuss about the video, then she would do like 10 minutes of talking, and it was just like, it was really cool because I felt as though like I also had control in the classroom as well, because we were the ones who were dictating the conversation. We were the ones who were able to kind of just figure out what we wanted to do for that day. We would plan out, okay, we'll talk about this first at the beginning, and then we'll do that towards later in class. So I think that was a really, really positive environment, and it was really cool because of everything. Not only did the teacher have a lot of control, but also we felt as the students we had a lot of control as well. So it was a very good balance. And then I think on the other hand, the class that I was talking about earlier, my science class, we came in, we had assigned seats, we couldn't talk because he was lecturing. And of course lecturing is very important, it's fundamental for college, but in that environment where we really could have a lot of discussions about all the things we were learning about in science, I felt like there could have been more hands-on learning and more of a progressive outlook, but unfortunately it wasn't like that. So it's cool to see the two sides of what the classroom can be. I think it's so important to have like control and a set up agenda of what you're going to do, but I think it's important to also have dialogue and to be able to like have the teacher come and say, okay guys, this is what we're going to do today. And then also for the students to say, okay, in order for me to learn the material, to feel comfortable with it, I have to also put some of this work on my shoulders. So it was very cool because like you felt a sense of responsibility, and of course you always feel that, but it was even more so because you were coming into the classroom, doing your work, learning all the material, rather than learning all the material from the teacher, her talking at you for the hour and a half, going home and trying to like put it all together. Like we were able to like learn it and put it all together in the same time frame. So it was really cool to like have that experience of like we had control and we had our own like learning agenda, but it also coincided with the teachers. So it was really, really cool to have that independence. It was awesome. My 9th grade English teacher, Mr. Brokener, has been one of the most like influential teachers and also people in my life. He not only wrote my college essay, he came to my grad party. One of my best friends who also was fortunate enough to have him as a teacher, me, Mr. Brokener, and his partner, we're all going to go out to lunch soon. So it's really nice to like be able to continue that relationship outside of the classroom, that friendship. I would almost call it a friendship now, which is so cool because he was such like an influential part of my life and a part of my transition from middle school to high school, and it's been so amazing to like be able to keep that connection and friendship. So it's been awesome.
I'm Alyssa Martin. I'm a freshman at Emmanuel College. I attended Barnstable Public Schools, and thank you, Ms. Oberg, for changing my life for the better. Personally, I think it's very important. I want to be a teacher myself, and so through my student teaching experiences, I realized how important it was to get a connection with the students along with the teacher I was working with, and it just makes the environment better overall. It makes everyone just feel more comfortable. Positively, I've noticed that I've just felt more comfortable overall coming to class, and that makes me want to work harder for that teacher academically and want to just do better for them. And emotionally the same way, I just felt more comfortable going to them. If I had something going on at home, I knew that I had someone to talk to that was an outside source. Negatively, I've had some teachers that I haven't had the best relationship with, and it just makes me want to do that work a lot less because it just seems as though they don't care as much about their students and they're doing it more for themselves instead of to benefit other students. Personally, my junior year English teacher, Ms. Oberg, really impacted me. She made me realize I wanted to be an English teacher myself, and she just let me go to her whenever I needed to. She told me her free blocks if I just needed to talk about anything because we had very similar personal problems of our own. And so she understood where I was coming from. She was always a helping hand. If I wasn't able to do a homework assignment or something going on at home, she would give me an extension because she knew I was being honest, and it was just a really beautiful connection that I had with her.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Collins. I went to Winchester Public Schools and Lexington Christian Academy. And thank you, Mrs. Elliott, for showing me how to care for others. A caring student-teacher relationship is really important to me because it creates more of a mentor relationship opposed to a separate teacher above student relationship, and it makes it much more easy to approach a teacher with questions beyond academic experiences. I had a teacher that directly told us that she cared more about our character than our academic performance. So in response to that, I learned to care about people's character and not care as much about my grade, but to care about the actual content I was learning and personal growth and the growth of my classmates. My high school English teacher offered to pray with me one day when I approached her about a specific subject, and through that she just brought my pain before God, because she knew that she couldn't do much about it, but she taught me really how to just place my troubles not before any other person but before God, that she was able to do that with me and support me in that way.
Teacher-student relationships matter.
Teachers and student relationships matter.
Teacher-student 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 relationships, they really, really, really matter.